All right, first comedy setup of the day. That was really great. Let's talk a little bit about the comedy setup. But first, let's introduce CCP Guard. Welcome.
Thank you. Good to be here.
You look like you're on vacation.
Well, yeah, you can tell. I'm on vacation actually.
I've been creepily stalking you on Facebook.
Okay.
And as I always do.
Yeah.
And I've seen a lot of like fishing pictures.
Mm-hmm.
Have you been in the countryside fishing?
Yes, a lot.
Yes.
So I haven't caught all the matches that have been going on because sometimes I'm up on a mountain somewhere fishing, or mostly not fishing. But I caught a fish.
All right.
That was fun. Yeah.
Did you guys eat it?
I killed it, and I had it smoked, and now I'm gonna eat it like that. So
just as a warning to the others.
Yeah, absolutely.
Show 'em who's boss.
Mostly they know to stay away. So so
they know who they're messing with.
Yeah. You're delaying the eventual take over the world by the fish once they rise up. Yeah.
So did you go with some other devs and?
Yes, actually, we went on a fishing trip up to the Highlands. There's a bunch of lakes up there, and we rented a cabin and we barbecued and tried to fish some and drank a lot of beer and it was fun. Yes, it's a lot of fun. Went with some programmers and stuff. Programmers can fish.
Can they? And program.
Yeah.
They're clever people.
Yeah.
All right, so people mostly know you from the video dev vlogs.
Yes, probably.
So what are they all about?
Well, they're mostly, what we're trying to do is just use this very lively format that is the video and trying to bring faces and information and good stuff to the people out there who want to know what's going on at CCP. And we started this experiment out. I mean, we've been doing video devlogs for a long time, but they've been in a different, more simple format. So we started doing like more production and getting more, some fun stuff along with it. And we started doing that last fall, and it was very popular. So we just kept doing it, and it's one of the things I look forward to the most when I get back from my vacation. When I take this off and get back to work.
Put the dev shirt on.
Yeah.
All right. Did you guys have any questions?
Well, I do have something I need to say specifically to Agony.
All right.
That last fight. I know you didn't need to win that fight, but there's something more important than tournament wins and losses on the line. My picks. They're ahead of me now, and it's all your fault. I hope you feel bad.
Oh, I think I'm 4-0.
Yeah,
me too.
I would have been, but yeah.
Last second change, and I didn't even know the setups.
I think you
I just thought, ooh, let's. No, I looked at the win-loss record and I was like, wow, Godfathers have beat some good teams, and I was like, whoop. But I mean, such is life. Group B's closed off now. Agony Empire and Godfathers, both safely qualified. Next group is Group C. This is Mildly Intoxicated, Test Alliance, Please Ignore, Alpha Volley Union, and Northern Coalition. Mildly Intoxicated and Test Alliance are, of course, qualified. They're going to fight next, and we may see some more comedy setups, some more trying stuff out. Is this where the teams do the comedy setup, or is this where you try some setups you might not be entirely sure of?
Well, it really depends on if you know what the other team's going to bring. Because I mean, Test. I think Michael Bolton was saying Test are going to bring 12 Rifters for this match today. But like I said, they're both way ahead in their bracket. There's no chance for Alpha Volley or Northern Coalition to get through. Yeah. So I mean, they could test, but I think they're going to be a joke.
I don't think they're going to try to use something that they expect to use later. It'll likely be just a fun setup that isn't too expensive and does the job. One thing that's kind of funny about this group that we're starting up here, Mildly and Test, the two teams that are guaranteed to go through, that are in the lead, were the bottom two ranked teams from that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. They were 3 and 4. Mildly was 3, Test was 4 in that group.
Yeah, Test literally had to buy their way in.
But I mean, Mildly Intoxicated is a really good team.
They are, but they stumbled a little bit in the original prelims.
How difficult is the 6-man format, or how different is it compared to the 12-man format?
It's very different.
Yeah, it's very different. I mean, especially with the introduction to the ancillary shield boosters. I mean, it's completely changed 6-man format. But Mildly Intoxicated, like I said earlier, was the only team to beat the Dream Team, the dev commentator team. So
yeah, and I mean, long tournament history under different names: Atlas Empire Green, all that stuff.
Black Legion last year.
Last year. So yeah, Mildly Intoxicated Test doing really poorly in the qualifiers. Goonswarm doing really well, and now it's kind of flipped upside down.
Yeah.
So I mean, I guess it's kind of a cool quality standard that you have to be good in both formats to really be successful here. And well, Test through some feat of miracle for boundary violations.
I believe Ravi said retard strength.
Retard strength. Yes.
I think what the real challenge should be is to try to get 5 people out of the arena and still win.
Yes, that'll be the new record.
Yeah.
That's the next thing. Yeah.
All right, so apart from video devlogs,
Yeah.
there's also all these different player meets. What's the next one you're going to?
The next one I'm going to is in Greece.
Me on the beach.
Yeah, Eve on a beach. It's it's just a part of the job. Something that has to be done is going to a beach in a nice sunny place and
Thank God we have
some
people
and
that'll carry that burden.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm taking one for the team.
Yes.
And then next up after that, at the beginning of October is Eve Vegas, of course.
Yes.
And I'm going there for the first time as well, with you, of course.
Yes.
And it's gonna be pretty cool.
Yeah. And so we actually do a lot of these.
Yeah.
Like if someone hosts a player meet, I'd advise you to actually send us an email and tell us about it in advance, because we've had probably 10 meets we've sent someone to this year.
Yeah, and we try to when we see that the meet is gaining some momentum and it's looking to be it's looking to attract a crowd, and then we try to send someone over if we possibly can, because we want people to do these things and we want to help, and so we're always willing to help with lots of stuff as well, like prices or just good advice. Whatever advertisement, we can advertise a lot. So a lot of people on our Facebook page, and so we have a lot of reach like that. And this is actually pretty cool. We're seeing like more and more of these popping up, and more big ones, like the one in Greece, which is might become a competition for Vegas in terms of like organization and that kind of thing. I mean, they're like renting out like a casino resort, like lots of rooms and organizing conventions and parties and barbecues and stuff. So even a paintball competition, I think. So
really, wow! Now I kind of want to go.
Yeah, like a dust paintball competition. It's gonna be.
Pretend you're a dust merc.
It's gonna be fun being like 3 devs and like tons of players. We're gonna get shot to pieces.
I figured it'd be like a dunking booth, except for paintball guns.
Yeah.
Just don't do any orbital bombardment.
No. But I mean, we see hundreds of players show up to this.
Yes.
So I didn't go to the Russia one this year, but last year I think we had 400 or 500 people.
Yeah.
The US or the London one we went to had
300 people.
Yeah.
Like a packed big bar full of people, lots of fun. And there's one in September, Vito meet in London as well.
Yeah, all right.
And there's also a player meet coming up now soon around Gamescom in Germany.
Which I'm attending.
Yes. Which is going to be, I would highly recommend that one for anyone who is close to that area.
Yes. Come party with us at Gamescom in August. It's going to be really cool. I think we have something like 30 to 40 developers going, where of course they're showcasing Dust, which is getting closer and closer to release, and a lot of people have been playing around with and trying it out, and we're going to have a big player meet on the Friday of Gamescom. And if you're in Germany or well anywhere in the world and want to go to Germany, you should just come on by. It's going to be pretty cool.
Doesn't Celine live in Germany, the CSM chairman?
Celine, yes, that's true. Yeah, he does.
So maybe you guys can force him to go.
Well, I think he might just show up of his own will. He's a good guy.
But it's so wonderful that we have this level of organization coming from our players, because not everyone can attend FanFest, and so wherever you live, it's likely that one of these events is going to pop up, and just show up, and it's a ton of fun. Lots of people who haven't been to one of these before, they might be hesitant to go out and meet a bunch of fellow gamers, and just do it. It's awesome.
I've heard a rumor that Kill 2 might be organizing a Portland meet.
Eve, Portland, Oregon.
Yes.
Oh, that sounds...
Nice.
So follow him on Twitter if you want to find out more about
that. He recently just started his Twitter yesterday, I think.
Yes. He needs more followers.
So he can advertise his roams he streams on Elm3D. Oh, that's kind of cool. So I was... I think I lost my train of thought. No, I didn't. It's just back. It's back on track. So we were talking to a lot of the Russian players last year, and we're talking about FanFest as well. And a lot of us were afraid that Russian players wouldn't go to FanFest because they might not have the money to fly to Iceland and all that stuff, because it is fairly expensive. But a lot of them said that that money wasn't really the issue. Language barrier was a much larger issue. So a lot of them flew in from pretty crazy places in Russia. They're just like, well, this is a Russian event, so we'll go to it. And then I think that might go for a lot of people that might not feel comfortable going to a foreign country and having to rely on some other language and just go to the local event. So we'll come to them.
Yeah, we'll come to them. Yes.
Well, the obvious solution is both of you need to learn Russian.
Yes.
I'd love to learn Russian.
Let's do it.
Or something else.
You'd be like 20% more badass.
Yeah.
20% more badass if Russian. Yeah.
Anyone learning Russian.
Well,
Yeah.
have you seen the missile video in
Yes.
Russian? That's the best video.
It's amazing.
Russian makes everything cooler.
It does.
The one where the Russians come and kill everything.
That's one of my favorite.
I think that's Dominion.
Dominion, yeah.
And then the I was there in Russian. Not official, but still awesome.
Oh, some players translated it, or?
Yeah. Oh, well, kind of.
All right. Ish. Okay.
The I was there should do is the best.
Crazy
yes.
stuff. All right. So, what are you going to be up to when you come back from vacation?
Video devlogs thing. That's what I'm looking forward to the most. We have a lot of ideas, things we haven't managed to cover. We also had like Arnar, the guy who's our camera wizard. He's been on paternity leave as well, having babies and stuff. So all of us are coming together at the same time around the middle of August, and it's gonna be awesome. And more devlogs, of course.
Yeah.
Lots of things happening. The winter expansion, it's gonna get put together soon. So we're gonna have to start talking about that. And it's going to be an exciting winter.
Yeah, I think so. It's going to be really cool.
It's going to be a really good winter.
We've also been shooting stuff into space.
Yes, we have. And we're going to keep probably fiddling around with that a little bit and do some crazy things. And
keep experimenting with space.
Yeah, and then we have, of course, this winter we're going to spend a lot of time planning FanFest, which is going to be our 10-year anniversary FanFest, which is going to be crazy. So people should return, take some time aside for that and definitely show up because it's
last year was my first fan fest. It was amazing. Absolutely loved it.
As well.
Yeah.
So the next one is going to be insane.
I mean, chess boxing, shooting things into space. 10th anniversary, it has to be something
Chess boxing in space?
Yes.
Chess boxing from orbit.
All right, guys. The next match is on. It's Mildly Intoxicated versus Test Alliance. What do you say, Lance?
Mildly Intoxicated, they have a really strong team and a lot of really experienced pilots in the tournament, like Uki.
Yeah, they're good, but Honey Badgers can't be stopped, so I'm going with Test.
I'm going with Test because Michael Bolton's out there and he's going to kick my ass if I don't, probably.
I have Mildly Intoxicated circled, but
Go with your heart.
I'm going to go with my heart. Team Recharge Strength. Go get him, Test Alliance.
Don't disappoint me, Uki.